Good morning, everybody. Today is going to be a little different of a vlog. I thought since it was the last day for Vlogtober, sorry, I've been loading stuff into the back of the truck. I've got to go get a COVID test today. We have symphony next week, and then I've got to teach and laundry. It's going to be a busy day, so I thought I would just check in. Hope everyone is having a good, for me it's Friday, for you it'll be Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend. The sun is actually out today. It's not incredibly freezing, and it's not raining. It's been raining all week, so it felt like our typical dreary end of October week. So I'm glad to see that the sun is shining. So I'm off to go get my COVID. It is still a little chilly, so I do have a sweater on. But yeah, so there we are. I'll check in with you a little bit later today because I've got to drive all the way across town now. Okay, bye. Okay, I just finished my test and my nose is sore because of the way they stick that all the way almost back into your throat. So that was fun. Now I'm going to run an errand. That took about a half an hour. It took me a half an hour to drive here and then a half an hour to wait in line for the test. So it's actually a lot less time than it took last 3 weeks ago, since we have to do this before every concert. So I'm about ready to head on the road, and I'm probably gonna go get myself a bagel and probably a nice coffee because I deserve it after going through that. I feel like my nose is gonna bleed or something, but okay, so I will see you soon. Okay, we're at the stop. We decided to stop by Einstein Bagel. When I say we, I said me, so that's kind of weird. Just getting a coffee and a bagel, and then I've got to run home and get ready to teach one last student of the week, and I'm looking forward to that. So then all I have to do the remainder of the weekend is just practice Tchaikovsky and Haydn and have some fun in my planners and journals. Okay, I've got to pull up and get my food. Bye. Okay, I've had my bagel, I've had my coffee. My hair looks a mess. It's a little windy out there today. And I've taught my last lesson for the week. So I've got to do a little bit of practicing, a little bit of editing of the stuff for the All Region Band. But I thought I would play you a little bit of one of the little pieces. These come from a book that if you've played the flute, you might have worked through. There's a publishing company called Rubank, and this comes from their beginner flute series. There's an elementary book, a intermediate book, an advanced volume 1, and an advanced volume 2. And this is in the advanced volume 1, so it's for like roughly 8th grade and 9th grade. So here's one of the little etudes that I've had to record for the kids, and I think I'm going to finish it tomorrow because we've got to go to the laundromat, and we have what else? We have temple tonight, and I want to, after I do a little bit of practice, I want to touch up my letter of recommendation and then pop that in the email really quick. So here's a little bit of one of the etudes that the kids are having to work on this year for All Region Band, grade 8, grade 9, Oklahoma. I need to practice it some more. etude. I don't ever remember playing this one as a kid. And it's not an etude. It's from a flute duet. And I always thought that was so odd that they have the 8th and 9th graders play these flute duets, these top parts of flute duets, but never have them learn the other part. So whenever I work on these with my students, I always have them learn the part, but I don't have any 8th grade and 9th graders. All of my students are sophomore and higher, so they're getting ready for all state. They don't have to worry about this level of auditioning. Let's do that etude one more time, so maybe I'll cut out that cut. Yeah, that was the better take. I'll leave them both in so you could hear. Okay, off to the next. Just turned in our voting ballots. Took about 30 minutes to wait in line. I feel like that's all I've been doing the last few days is waiting in line. So we're going to Barnes & Noble's. See you there. Hi everybody, we're back, and it's a lot later in the day, and I didn't film much after getting the, after dropping our ballots off at the election board, but I did include a photo of the election board in Tulsa. There was a line we had to wait in, so today was a day of waiting in lines, it seems like. So we've gotten through the day. I have myself here a Coop F5 IPA. Coop is a local brewery. I think it's here in Oklahoma. Yeah, it's Oklahoma City. And this this one I can turn over. It's Coop F5. It's an IPA, and it is a you know, it's a really good beer. If you're basic like me and like IPAs, I guess IPAs are the new basic thing. Oh, I wanted to show you this because I was using it the other day because I was conditioning it. It's a Foxy Fix. It is the mouse pad. I know a mouse pad isn't really necessary with one of these lasers, but it's kind of nice to have a designated space. And it is the Espresso Wonderlust leather, which looks exactly like the dark chocolate that Chic Sparrow used to have. This is my favorite leather, and I'm so glad I have it as a mouse pad, I guess you could call it. And I also have it as a coaster, but this one's I've used a lot, as you can see, and I love the coaster. I wonder if Chic Sparrow has any more of the squares, because I would love to get that. This is just the regular creme brulee that I've had forever. It was a leather sample that we use as coasters. So I've thought of seeing if I could get some of this at Chic Sparrow as coasters. But I love the Foxy Fix because they made theirs round and they added the stitching, and it just added a little extra hint of something. So we got my lovely adult beverage for the evening. I'm gonna set this aside so it's out of the way. And so let's take a look in the planner, since we are almost done with the month of October. Today is the 31st. When you're watching this, it is All Hallows Day. The eve would have been the night before. One thing I did want to let you know is I will have in the description box, I will have, I hope I didn't bump you. I will have these dashboards. And I just decided to put them in all sizes. I have them in the passport size, the Pocket TN. I have them in the A6 personal. I have them in the B6 slim, narrow, and half letter. So that way, whatever size ring or TN you're planning in, you can get these, download them, and use them to your heart's content. If you do take a photo with them and post it on Instagram, just link me, Planning with John, so that way people know where you got them from. That's all I ask. So let's see. We've been filming a lot today. We did have Temple. It just still feels so odd to be doing Temple online. Let's see. I have yet to finish the dishes, and I have yet to get the coffee ready. The husband has to be to work again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I feel so bad. He was at work today from 4 o'clock until like 2:30. Ugh, such a long day. I did have my COVID test, as you saw, so I'm going to put that in my journal. We're having the second full moon for the month of October, and I think Mercury hits retrograde. And then on Sunday, we fall back. So that means at 2 a.m., the clocks go back an hour. So today was quite a busy day. I got the letter of rec done. The order from China still hasn't arrived, and the all-region band is almost finished. That's what I'm going to spend time today on Halloween finishing. Finish all-region band clinic. I think you'll enjoy some of I put a little footage of me playing today, just some silly stuff from my practice room. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow on the 1st, after the 1st, because this is Sunday the 1st, and I don't think this has Sunday in it. I think it starts with Monday the 2nd. Yeah. I will do a plan with me for next week, where I'll take all the old stuff out, flip through it, and then show you how I set up next week. So let's do just a couple of things in here. I want to mark with my little sticker. And this is something that I know it may seem silly in the long run, but in these crazy times, I feel very ecstatic. When we were looking at my cart the other day, I saw where my tweezers were. They're in a pouch. I can't remember which pouch they're in now. I know it may seem silly, but I did 31 days of videos in a row, and they were kind of lengthy videos. And I know, I tend to babble for sure. But those of you that watched, stuck with me for a whole month of my random babble. And I thank you for that, because I know, yeah, I can be a little long-winded sometimes. And then I'll put a new November card in here. Yeah. Oh, just so you know, there's 10 of these. There's one that says inbox. There's one that says monthly. There is one back here that says weekly. Then there's one that says daily. There's one that says Etsy. There's one that says YouTube. There's one that says Patreon. There's one that says notes. There's a blank one. There's even one that says reference. Like if you have a reference section in your TN or binder or whatever system you use. I've got my 2021 monthly set up. Looking forward to that. And I'll take my October stuff out after I film my no spend, low spend. So that's all we need this little baby for. So there's that. Now let's pull up my journal. Oh, some people have asked. This is by Mystic's Little Gifts. If you haven't seen the video, I've had so many videos this month, I know. I unboxed this last month in September, and I've been using it since. And I am loving this baby. It is... I don't know. It's one of my least expensive notebooks. It's a ring planner, and I'm loving it. Yeah. So we're going to stay in this as long as I can. But here we are in my olive colored with the avocado Traveler's Notebook Folio by Brie at Documented Journey. And let's see. I want to put this in my week. Because I have one from, I think, 2 weeks ago. Yep, on the 9th. It was for this week. And then I have one a few weeks earlier. Or at least I thought I did. Oh no, I think it's in, there it is, the 24th. Maybe I should put them all back there. Let's see if this washi tape will let me lift up. This is Job's washi tape. I really love his little scripty grid sort of faux paper looking thing. Yeah, let's do that. So that's the one from our first concert. This is the one from our second concert. And here's the one from our third concert. So I have this wonderful washi tape from Mindy Lacefield. Let's use the orange because where's the there it is. What I'm gonna do is set that there like that. Give me a second to get some scissors. I thought it'd be nice to, since we have to do this every concert. I don't have much washi tape that has the little glittery stuff. And these little bats are just adorable. And then on this one, the glitter says boo, and there's pumpkins, and there's like little crows and ravens, and one of her little Halloween girls. Yeah, I love Mindy's art. I'm starting to want to do art again. I don't know what happened, but the last month or so, I think things have just been so heavy in the world. Things have been so serious that you know, it's been feeling like someone is holding you and not choking you totally, but just pressing you enough where it makes breathing difficult. And so that's how I've been feeling this last month. And I think I want to put these in this journal. I haven't really, and because of that feeling, you know, I've been showing up here for you guys and for myself, you know, wanting to, you know, just appear and, you know, show up and do something. I've been wanting to do that for my students because I know this is hard on my students, my junior high students, my high school students, my university students. This is hard for them. And it's not that I don't want to show weakness or anything, but I want to show for them that even though inside I might be screaming bloody murder, or, you know, or just feeling so insecure, so due to, you know, my job not being considered important enough to get, how do you say, due to the fact that I'm a teacher at a university. Now, you also have to remember that I'm adjunct. That means I'm part-time. So I don't get paid during the summer, and I only get paid by the number of students that I have during the school year. I'm a very part-time, very per-service teacher. But because I'm a teacher, I was not able to apply for unemployment. So that meant things for us this summer were really challenging. The husband had his unemployment, and I was teaching as many students as I could. I was, you know, teaching online master classes. I was doing as much as I could because I couldn't apply for unemployment, because even though I might not have any students registered in the fall, but because I'm a teacher at a university, I couldn't apply for unemployment. Also because I'm a member of a symphony orchestra, which technically had a schedule still. They didn't cancel the fall schedule or like the winter schedule until like a week or so ago. We do have a couple of concerts that are televised, but we are nowhere near back to full time. We're not even at quarter time. So it has been a challenge for sure. I'm just wanting to play, and whether it looks good, it looks good. If it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good. I'm just having fun and putting some stuff down on a page. And I need to find, here, I've got a ruler in my pen pouch. You know, so that made this summer far more challenging than any I've ever had, because all of my work was canceled. All of it. Yeah, quite interesting year for sure. So yes, the vlogs, the journaling, whatever I've done, it has, I'm sure, probably seemed a lot heavier than normal. I'm going to put this down here. But I think that's kind of expected. I mean, look at what's going on in the world. How can it not be, you know, a little bit heavier? Why people could be getting a little bit more sensitive to certain things, because, you know, we're being pushed to, you know, to some extremes. I mean, it was funny, the husband and I, after stopping by Barnes & Noble for him to to get a book. That's his way of de-stressing is buying a book. My way is having a beer. Not to the extreme, just one or two, not a lot. Yeah. So I'm just gonna glue a few of these things in. And there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no reason for this. I'm thankful we were able to get our what's it called? Our ballots dropped off. They were accepted. We received notification that they were all in and everything's all good. This is the Jewish Museum of Art. I would love to visit it again when we can. And I'd also love to plan a recital of music by Jewish composers. Oh no! This glue stick got a little... It's kind of old, and so it's a little gunky. And I probably shouldn't have done that on the side there. Here is where we go. We go to Temple Israel, and it was a really nice service this evening. I really miss going to temple. The last 2 weeks I wasn't able to go due to symphony rehearsal, and I had rehearsal for the church that I played at last week, which reminds me, they said the check was in the mail. I haven't gotten a check this week. I gotta look at that and see what's up with that. That's another thing. They probably don't run payroll until, like, this week. So it'll probably come early next week. Right in time for bills. So there. I just wanted to do a little bit of gluing of things in. I'm gonna let this, yeah, that glue, I need to get some new glue stick. Or maybe the light made it a little extra geeky. Geeky? Is that a word? Geeky? Goopy? Maybe that's what I meant to say. And all I'm doing is using the edge of the ruler to kind of smush the glue to make sure it actually moves all the way around. And then I've got a few places to journal if I want to. So there we are. We are like at the end of Vlogtober. I'm really, I'm very proud of myself for being able to show up and do this. I'm gonna have a sip of my beer because I just opened it. I hope that for those of you that came and followed me on this journey, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you had a wonderful time. And who knows, maybe this vlogging will... I am going to take some of next week off. I am going to do a plan with me for next week, and I am going to do a no spend, low spend, since we are now at the end of October. So you can see what my results for October were, but I'm going to, since we've got teaching, I've got my teaching next week and a concert next week, I won't be on nearly as much as I have been this last month. But I just want you to know that I've really enjoyed speaking with every one of you. All of those that I know that have been around here for quite a while, and all of those of you that are new, that have, stayed here for some of my process this month. So I will leave you with that. Remember to check the links down below for where you can get the dashboards and even the printable business cards, like the business task cards, so you can have a little bit of my fall decor inside of your planner or in your journal. So there we are. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments box down below, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. And as always, please be safe, please be kind, and if you haven't voted yet, remember to go vote. It is so, so, so important. Thank you. I love you all. Bye-bye.